because it's an innovative step that will guarantee the future of the Bonsucro standard. And by doing so, it will align the standard also with other certifications, with human rights and with responsible business conduct. Paying a living wage is the answer to a variety of issues, like for example, freedom of association, forced labor, child labor.
The custom of paying for piecework that comes from working long hours under the hot sun is related to serious health issues among sugarcane cutters. Transitioning to a standardized living wage could help save lives.
All the actors throughout its supply chain, buyers, traders, consumers, producers, this is a shared responsibility, not only the responsibility of one stakeholder of the supply chain.
We understand that for sugarcane processing and sugar production companies, paying a living wage means additional costs, and these must be distributed throughout the value chain. The responsibility for these costs must be proportional to the economic weight of each actor. Brands and traders must consider working conditions and fair pay as part of the value chain and pay adequately for the sugar they rely on.
The implementation of a living wage cannot be accomplished overnight. It's a step-by-step approach. It starts with a strong commitment to introduce the concept of a living wage in the production standard, using methodologies like, for example, of the Global Living Wage Coalition, the Aunque methodology, approved by ICIL. And clear timeline is vital.
A first step is to complete the studies on the economic reality of workers and communities. Reference studies, when available, can be used by Bonsucro to define the living wage gap at the farm level. Secondly, it is especially important to share information on what a living wage is, due to the fact that it's still a new concept for the sugarcane sector.
As a third step, pilots should be established to find out how things work really on the ground and to start the discussion between different stakeholders, the traders, the buyers, the producers and the consumers, to find price mechanisms to pay for a living wage. They need to cooperate and to decide amongst themselves how the cost of a living wage will be distributed along the supply chain. CNV International
and La Isla Network.
We support and work together to include a living wage in the Bonsucro production standard.
Because a living wage for sugar workers is economically justified and necessary for public health.
It will increase workers' health, happiness, and for certain, their productivity.